Goals is an operator of small-sided football clubs, SSF. Now, in layman's terms, these are 5, 6, 7-a-side AstroTurf pitches outdoor, and they have multi-pitch facilities which are specifically for football. Well, it's on a bit of a recovery now after a dire 2015. There's a big expansion in the supply of football pitches as the FA wanted to get more people involved in football, and this oversupply led to very sharp decline in like-for-like sales. I think at its worst in H215, like-for-like sales were down by 11%. Now, previous management then did what many struggling companies do and started to withhold investment to protect cash flows. This left an underinvested product which was detrimental to the performance of the business. And in H116, there was a widespread changes of both the board and the exec management team. Since they've come in, they've raised 17 million of equity capital to pay down debt and launch a new investment program. They've recapitalised the business and they're now seeing some like-for-like sales improvement. To be honest, I think it makes sense. There's two parts to it. First of all is the arena modernisation programme, which is effectively the refurbishing of the pitches. Now, on average, the pitches have got up to about 7 years old. This is far too old for these types of pitches given the use they're getting. New management injected 5.1 million of capex in refurbishing the pitches in H116, which, to put into context, while it may not seem a lot in itself, was more than had been spent in the prior 10 years combined. The average age of the pitch is now just over 4 years, and you're starting to see this come through in terms of positive like-for-like growth. So in H2 it was around 3-4% growth, albeit against those easy comps of a pretty poor H215. The other side of the reinvestment programme is called Clubhouse 2020, and this is one where the results are a bit less known. They're starting to trial a couple of clubhouses now, and what they're looking to do is to refurbish the bar area as well as the change room facilities. Now, they're targeting a 15% return on investment, which is very positive. We have every confidence that given the new management's previous experience in the F&B sector, they'll be able to get this return on the bar area. What's less known is whether they'll be able to get this return on the changing facilities. Yeah, so Goals has 46 sites in the UK and also 2 in LA. The second one opened recently. There is the opportunity to expand more overseas. I think in particular in LA there's scope for many more of these sites. I feel very confident that it gives an extra leg up of potential growth, although obviously the priority is to return the UK business to growing profitability. I think the biggest question on the overseas expansion is the pace and also the format, whether they retain the JV partners they've done already or whether they look for more of a franchise agreement. But without doubt, they've definitely learned lessons compared to their first one, which cost $7 million to open. The second one cost $4 million, and I think going forward they should be able to do it in a more efficient manner. Yeah, I think it's a very interesting recovery story with a proven new management team who are clearly recapitalising the business, which was very much what was needed. I don't think you have any issues with onerous leases given where they are, because they get preferential terms. They tend to be on council land or in schools, so there's limited issue on the downside. They've capitalised the balance sheet, reinvested in the company, and personally I think that it'd be an interesting time and wait until the interim results where you are going to see the feedback from the initial attempts to do the investment in Clubhouse 2020 and see the returns on that and whether that would be successful and whether they can continue this like-for-like growth improvements that they're seeing. But on a good set of interim results, I think it looks an interesting opportunity given what's happened over the past couple of years.